Okay, we've all had that moment, right? You finish a meal, you're feeling pretty good, kind of motivated, and you think, you know what? Now's a great time for a workout. But what about the go-to ab exercise, the crunch? Is doing that on a full stomach really a good idea, or are you kind of setting yourself up for a recipe for disaster?
It's one of the most common questions people have. And the answer, well, it's about more than just feeling a little sluggish. The choice to either crunch or not to crunch right after a meal can actually kick off a real physiological battle inside your body.
So what is actually going on in there when you try to exercise right after you eat? Well, it's kind of like asking your body to be in two places at once, doing two completely opposite things. Let's break down this internal battle.
Think of it like a literal tug of war for your blood flow. On one side, you've got your digestive system pulling hard, saying, hey, I need all that oxygen-rich blood right now to break down this food. But on the other side, your ab muscles are screaming, nope, we need that blood to power through these crunches. Your body just can't effectively do both at the same time, and when you force it to try, something's got to give. The result? You guessed it, cramps, nausea, and a workout that feels 1,000,000 times harder than it should.
But here's the thing. This isn't just about any exercise. Crunches, specifically, create what some researchers call a perfect storm for digestive problems, and especially for acid reflux. Let's take a look at exactly why.
This chart really lays it all out. First, just the simple motion of a crunch, that spinal flexion, is literally squeezing your stomach. The tube of toothpaste analogy is perfect. All that stuff has to go somewhere. Second, that squeeze jacks up your intra-abdominal pressure, or IAP, which can physically push your stomach contents back up your esophagus. Not great. And finally, to top it all off, you're lying on your back. So gravity isn't even helping you keep everything down. It's basically a three-pronged attack on your gut.
And listen, this isn't just a theory. The science is pretty clear. Studies have found that doing vigorous exercise can trigger acid reflux in about 60% of people, and we're talking about perfectly healthy people here. So when you think about the unique squishing mechanics of a crunch, you can see why it's a particularly high-risk move when your stomach isn't empty.
So the crucial point here isn't that crunches are evil and you should never do them. Not at all. It's that timing is absolutely everything. If you want to work your core without starting a rebellion in your stomach, you've got to respect your body's digestive clock.
So here's a super practical guide. If you just had a light snack, like a piece of fruit or some yogurt, you're probably good to go after about 30 to 60 minutes. For a more standard light meal, say some chicken and rice, you'll want to wait at least 1 to 2 hours. And for a big, heavy meal, something with a lot of fat, protein, or fiber, man, you really need to give your body a solid 3, maybe even 4 hours before you even think about doing crunches.
But what if you're eager to get a workout in, or you're just someone who's prone to reflux anyway? Well, the good news is the crunch is not the only game in town, not even close. Let's look at some smarter, safer alternatives that will strengthen your core without compressing your gut.
Planks are fantastic because they build incredible stability without all that bending and squeezing. Standing core exercises are great because they keep you upright, letting gravity do its job. Low-impact stuff like yoga and Pilates are proven to build core strength while also lowering stress, which is a huge bonus for your digestive system. And hey, never underestimate a simple walk. It's actually one of the best things you can do to help digestion along.
Okay, so those are awesome physical alternatives. But what if I told you there's a technique that isn't really exercise in the traditional sense at all, and it's been scientifically shown to actually fight back against reflux?
Check this out. This is from a real research study. They found that a specific kind of breathing, diaphragmatic breathing, you might call it belly breathing, can actually strengthen the muscles at the bottom of your esophagus. It basically creates a stronger natural barrier to keep acid down. It's a really powerful tool that works with your body.
And it's so incredibly simple to do. You just lie down comfortably, put one hand on your chest and the other on your belly. When you breathe in slowly through your nose, you want to feel the hand on your belly rise while the hand on your chest pretty much stays still. Then, as you exhale, you just let that belly fall. That's how you know you're using your diaphragm, that deep, important muscle that supports both your breathing and your gut.
So let's bring this all home. The goal here isn't just about avoiding a stomachache. It's about training in a way that actually supports your body's total function.
So the bottom line is this. Instead of fighting your body's digestive process with those post-meal crunches, just work with it. The solution is simple. Respect the digestive timeline we talked about and embrace smarter core training.
That might mean swapping crunches for planks, or even trying powerful techniques like that diaphragmatic breathing, which we know is clinically shown to improve gut health and people's quality of life.
And ultimately, this all points to a bigger question. A lot of us think core training is just about building visible abs, but a truly strong core supports your posture, it powers your movement, and it supports your digestive health. So the next time you plan your workout, ask yourself, are you just crunching for your abs, or are you training your entire core for total functional health?
You just finished a meal and you're motivated for a quick ab workout. But is that a good idea?
Yeah, we've all been there. So let's actually figure out what's going on inside your body.
Okay, so right after you eat, your body has two totally different jobs it needs to do.
It's basically a battle for blood flow. Your gut needs it for digestion, your abs need it for the workout.
And when you force your body to do both, it just can't. That's when you get cramps and indigestion.
And there's another huge piece to this puzzle, pressure. It's called intra-abdominal pressure, or IAP.
Think about it. Crunches literally squeeze your full stomach. That right there is a big problem.
And all that squeezing pushes stomach acid right where it doesn't belong, back up.
The result is, well, it's not pleasant. We're talking heartburn, chest pain, and more. Okay, so how long should you actually wait? Turns out it really depends on your meal.
As you can see, the bigger the meal, the longer you're going to have to wait. It's pretty straightforward.
And since you're lying down for crunches, gravity isn't helping you. This makes reflux even more likely.
So if crunches are out, what's in? Let's check out some smarter alternatives.
A gentle walk is actually great for digestion. And for abs, try exercises where you're standing up.
And get this, something as simple as deep breathing can actually strengthen the muscle that prevents reflux.
The bottom line from experts is clear. Do those ab-squeezing exercises on an empty stomach.
It's all about working with your body's digestive process, not fighting against it. So it makes you wonder, are you working with your body or are you working against it?